everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another wonderful day. Today is Wednesday, March 20th. Pretty sure I'm losing track of the days. And you are here on Be the Brightness. Good morning. And I'm Amanda, your hostess and moderator, and giver of light. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing a lot better. I no longer have pink eye, which is fantastic. And I am finally recovering from a cold that has been lingering for like a few weeks. So I'm feeling good. I hope everybody else is feeling great. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Imposter syndrome. Are you familiar with that? It's something that I've definitely struggled with. I think a lot of folks do struggle with this, and if you're not familiar, it's totally fine. But it's basically like when you are, living life. And I think people struggle with this more than at like work. Maybe in personal lives too. But for me, it's really been a struggle at work that, like, as my career has progressed and as I have become, a leader in my field and somebody that people look up to, people come to for guidance and support and help and brainstorming. And basically when people have exhausted their own brain cells, they come to me and they're like, oh, Amanda will know the answer. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I try to help. And to be that person, to have grown and worked so hard to have become that person in, at my company and in the field, that's kind of a lot, right? Like, am I really as smart as they all think I am? Do I, really have all of the character qualities and skills and everything that everybody believes me to have? That's self-doubt, that's imposter syndrome, where you feel less than what people are expecting of you, right? Are saying like, oh, Amanda, she's wonderful. She's a great mom. She's super smart. She's a great friend to have. She, people just kind of give you this glowing review and you're like, am I really that person? Because I'm tired all the time from, raising 4 kids, and I'm tired all the time because my job is very heavy and intense, and there's a lot of stress, and, and I'm tired all the time because, I'm trying to keep up with the housework and be a good partner and be a good friend and all of these things. And you don't necessarily feel like you are the things that people say you are, right? So you feel like you're an imposter and you got to keep up. You got to kind of put that mask on, right? Pretend I'm holding a mask. And that happy face or whatever it is to feel like you are playing a part. But let me tell you, you are all of those wonderful things. You are all of those wonderful things. And we need to stop the mind game that we play with ourselves, that when people say, wow, like, you're great, guess what? You're great. You are great. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? And if somebody's like, yeah, you are fantastic at your job, what I do for work is very complicated, and nuanced. So it's kind of hard for me to give good, tangible examples. A lot of what I do is making the intangible tangible, right? You can't go out and buy the internet off the shelf like you can a pair of shoes or a purse or whatever else, right? Box of diapers, right? You can't go to Target and buy a box of the internet, right? You can't go to Target and buy a box of, how can I even explain, like some of the cybersecurity solutions and things that I implement and support. You can't go and buy them off a shelf. It's not a tangible item, right? So a lot of what I have to do is make my customers see the value in something that they can't physically see and touch. And that's really, really hard, but I'm really, really good at doing that. And we could talk on a whole session about making the intangible tangible. There's a lot of key things to do there. So if that interests folks, let me know and I can spin that up for you. But, when you are under that kind of pressure to perform and produce for something that you can't even see and touch, and you keep knocking it out of the park time and time again, I am good at my job. I am very good at my job. I am a leader on my team. I'm not a people manager, right? I'm still an individual contributor, but I manage teams of people. I just don't have any direct reports. And I've finally come to a place probably in the last 2 years that I've really let go of this imposter syndrome and I've really owned the compliments. It's really hard to receive a compliment, especially when you've grown up under a narcissistic mother, a malignant narcissistic mother. And there was never any real love. There was never any real compliments. Everything was fake, right? So when you are outside of that and people give you compliments, that imposter syndrome doubled down for me because I was like, well, they said something nice now, but when are they going to flip the script, right? Because that was the classic thing with my mother. And, one day she'd be nice and fine and sweet and say, oh, you're great and wonderful. And then the next day she would say that I was the most awful person ever because I bought the wrong thing at the store. Malignant narcissism is an insane thing to be around, and to grow up under that is something else. So, it's funny because I've noticed as a grown-up, and even that's funny to say, imposter syndrome right there, oh, I'm a grown-up, I'm a real adult, because you don't always sometimes you still feel like you're a kid, but here we are, grown-ups, and we're doing it, right? We're learning from those around us. We're learning from experiences we had maybe in our childhood, and we are accepting that there is no imposter. We are great people. We are accomplished people. We are loving, kind, wonderful people, and own it. I'm telling you, on this cloudy Wednesday morning from central New Hampshire, own the compliments that you get and celebrate everything, right? If you want to save $50 this week and you save $50, celebrate that. That's huge. Any win, small, big, once in a lifetime, or something that you're going to win every week, like putting $25 or $50 aside, celebrate it, own it. That, celebrating your wins will help shake you out of imposter syndrome if you're struggling with it. And recognizing your accomplishments. We're so quick to complete the task, get to the goal, and on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. You need to stop and look at what you're accomplishing, right? No matter how small. Say you have a room in your house that is just the catch-all room. It's like the junk drawer has exploded into a room. My guest room / office space has kind of turned into that. Go clean one drawer or one part of the room, one part of the desk, and celebrate. That's an accomplishment, especially if it's something that you've been putting off and putting off and putting off. Celebrate it. Be proud of yourself and own your awesomeness. Seriously, because it's not being any bad trait. You're not being better than other people. You're not, sticking your nose up and thinking that you're the shit. You are the shit, but you can be the shit in a way that you are not condescending other people, right? You can hold your head high with confidence and be warm and welcoming and not be snooty, right? There's a difference. We all recognize that difference. So yeah, just, wanted to say good morning and give you some more information here about, just these different things, build up the tools in your toolbox, right? So, again, if you're new to the space, welcome. Super happy to have you. The whole purpose here is to, share things like this, and just casually have these conversations and give folks insight into things maybe they're not thinking about, maybe topics they're not familiar with, so that way we can work through, whatever it is we are working through, right? Could be a whole host of things, and build a positive mindset. You really need to put the work in to build a positive mindset, and you can't build a positive mindset if you don't know how to do it. Right? It's not just like a light switch. Like, you don't go to bed. You're not going to go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow, like, with all of this. It takes work. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes commitment. So this is tough stuff that, we talk about here, but it's all really good stuff. And if you can make the commitment and put the work in, you can change your life and you can live a life that you only ever dreamed of. That's the other thing with imposter syndrome. It holds us back in ways that, like, you can't even imagine. Like, you're afraid to go for that promotion because you feel like you're not good enough or whatever. Imposter syndrome. Get it out of your head. Apply for the promotion. Get the job. Make more money. Go take that vacation. Go buy that house. Go, squirrel more dollars away for your kids' future. Like, whatever it is, go after it. Everything. I've learned that the only person that tells you no is yourself, right? I would not be where I am if I didn't take risks and have leaps of faith and go after the things I want most in life. If you have the courage, and it takes courage, it takes bravery, it takes tenacity to stand up and say, I don't want to live like this anymore. I want better for myself. I want better for my children. I want better for my family. I just want better. Go get it. Nobody is stopping you from anything, really. You want to make more money? Go get another job, get a job that pays more, get a second job. I kind of have my own feelings about side hustles, but, so long as you are maximizing your earning potential, right? And doing things that really are worth your time and your skill set, go do it. Get 3 jobs, 4 jobs. I don't care. Make bank. And then go after whatever it is. Pay off that debt. Like I said, buy a house, buy a car, buy whatever it is you need, you want, right? To get you to that dream state, right? The life you only ever dreamed of. You can create it. And this is how we do it. We take all these different pieces, these different topics that I talk about, and we put them together and we put the work in, and you can apply some of them. You can apply all of them, whatever, everything is very fluid, right? It's very fluid because everybody's life is different. Everybody's personality is different. We all have different strengths, different weaknesses. And some tools that work great for other people are not going to work great for everybody, right? So just take what works for you from here, right? Take what works for you and apply it and run with it and own your accomplishments, accept your compliments that you receive, and believe in who you are because you're incredible and you have so much untapped potential, right? So I will leave you with that. Enjoy your Wednesday. It's hump day. And yeah, have a great day, okay? I'll see you all soon. Take care.